What is it?
German.
Oh,
It's a German.
It's German, but they made up the name. It literally means nothing. Anyway.
Welcome, nerds.
Welcome.
We are a bunch of jerks. This is Circle Jerk, episode, what did we say, 19?
19.
We agree on 19, guys?
Yeah.
Sure.
This is a show where we talk about video games, gaming, and all the things with the video game relation.
Relation?
This
Sexual.
is
Video games
very
having sex?
related to video games. It's
Sexual
not-
relation.
So they can get over this part. The first 15 are going to be talking about why. See, we're having to record at 3 p.m. today.
Yeah,
instead of
3
2
o'clock.
p.m.
You know.
Because that's our life now. But I had an appointment at 5 with a
Butt doctor.
butt doctor, Dr. Stevens. He had to examine certain fecal matter that I had been intaking. No.
Eating shit.
I thought you were serious.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's funny. Eating shit, yeah.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
happened?
I like this so far.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cancer?
Of the hair.
Oh,
But only specific parts.
of your hair.
So,
Okay.
but lady at the mall, shout out to Leah at Tony and Guy at North Point Mall. Go see her. Say Brooks sent you. Say a bunch of jerks sent you, actually. Just see what she says.
Oh,
but-
can she fix my ugly mop?
Well, it was a free haircut,
Okay.
and so that's why I did it. But it's one of those, like, they have to practice new do's every few
Sure.
weeks
Dues.
or whatever. And so it started at 5, and then I got out at about 7:45.
Nice.
So it was the longest haircut I've ever had in my life.
And he got here at 7:50. Took him 5 minutes. That's how quickly he
I
traveled.
swiftly ran.
You ran all the way here.
I'm very quick now, thanks to the aerodynamic hair. But
And your ankle weights.
Well, my ankles are the best. But yeah, so free haircut. She's super nice, and I was like, "What can I pay you?" And she's like, "No, it's free." And I was like, "But you gave me a free haircut. What can I buy?"
Come on, man. Kick back.
And then she
Let me
was
kick back
like,
at you.
"Nothing. Like,
Clap,
don't
clap.
tip me." And I was like, "All right,
Clap,
give
clap.
me some like, hair gel or something." And then she's like,
Sounds like
"Oh,
you.
you can buy the cheap stuff. It's like $19." And I was like, "What was that
$19,
you use?"
fuck.
And then she was like, "It's 22. You don't have to buy it." And I was like, "Let me get that." And then she walked away. And I was like, "Oh, thanks, appreciate it." And then the lady who rang me up was like, "Do you want a tip?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna screw this chick right in the face." So then I still got to tip her, and I was really,
How's
and-
your wife feel about that?
I don't know, I don't talk to her.
Yeah.
And it was very still Brooks's stupid brain, but they were using Spotify,
Okay.
but they were using the free version of Spotify. So I was like, I'm not marketing, but I got this free card. And so I gave her the 3 months free of Amazon Prime Music Unlimited, because why wouldn't I?
Right.
Gave her some audiobooks and then gave the rest of the staff some, just so they know that we're in the mall and that I appreciated their kindness. So
Mhm.
I'm assuming if you wanted to, next Monday, she'd give you a free haircut.
I will do it next Monday.
And then she just picks from like I explained, I was like, I don't like crazy things.
Because I've wanted something new for a while, but I can't bring... When I tried,
Right.
I had to go to like 3 different places to fix it.
Well, I'm sure, I mean, she does it every Monday night.
Okay.
So I'm
Excellent.
assuming she would be interested in getting head from you.
Mhm.
Because she was very interested in getting it from me.
Yeah, because my hair's weird. Look at it.
Yeah, everybody look at it. All the listeners, take a look at it.
Right now.
Pull up a picture of Johnny that you have on your phone. Why do you have a picture of Johnny on your phone?
That was funny.
Shout out to last episode.
Check that
I
out.
haven't heard from her. I thought that
Jenny?
yeah. I figured that she'd give a
They've been
comments.
busy lately. They've been trying to get ready to move.
get ready for having a kid.
Gross.
Nah, I don't think they fuck. It's just one of their like unspoken rules.
We should hang out then.
Probably.
I'm about that.
Yeah.
So what were you guys doing in my absence?
Eating pad thai. I've never had pad thai.
Welcome to the game.
It's really good. And then we basically did the
Other version of Circle Jerk?
the millennial version of hanging out, in which I laid there on my phone. He was here on his phone.
I
On
really
his
was,
iPod Touch.
in all honesty, I was trying to fight off sleep because after that meal,
Dude,
I kind
I
of just wanted
was
to take a nap.
struggling.
Was that good?
Oh, yeah.
It was good and
Where'd you get it from?
dense.
Give him a shout out.
Spice of Thai.
Spice of Thai. Man, my head feels
I
weird.
fucking saw Borat again yesterday.
Nice!
Still funny.
Oh, that's so good.
It aged well.
It's
It
so
aged like a
gross, though.
champ.
Dude, I did not realize that some of those people on there were not actors, and
That's
they
correct.
actually thought that this was a real foreigner.
That's correct.
Well,
My
remember,
favorite-
they didn't market it necessarily like it was fake at the beginning.
No, they
so
did not.
that was kind of
and
the
then freaking
joke.
he
Sasha
fucking-
Cohen or whatever his
Yeah,
name
he
is.
handed
Sasha
them.
Baron Cohen.
Correct. He handed them his shit in a bag.
Dude, I was about to bring that up. The part
So good.
where he's like, "How do you say I need to take shit?" They're like, "Oh, I have to use the restroom. I need shitting hole." And like he comes back and he's like, "Where did I put this?" It's just a bag of shit. And she's like, "Oh, I." Just
In that moment,
speechless.
he fucking got her.
Yeah.
That's the brilliance of that all of his deal is the idea of I'm going to take people who are well-to-do or think they got shit figured out, and I'm gonna ruin them.
Speaking of things that are well to do,
Okay.
PlayStation Plus lineup for May, pretty good.
Oh, we talked
Yeah,
about
we
it.
We did. We
We
mentioned
didn't
one game.
save it for the cast.
Tales from the
For the
Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Very excited about playing that
Yeah,
because I
that-
almost bought it when it was $5, and I was like, it'll be free.
I beat,
play it when
I
it's
beat
free.
that shit. It was very good.
I'm excited. I heard it's by far obviously the funniest, but also a very good story.
Yeah,
which
I
is
liked it a
surprising.
lot.
So
Yeah.
It was real good.
Abzu, which is not like a super popular. It's like if you haven't played Journey, people said you'd like it more, which I haven't played Journey yet, so maybe I would like this more.
You ever played Journey?
No, I don't ever have an hour.
Oh,
It was a joke.
shut up.
I don't like you.
I mean, this
We
company is
literally
just
have
doing
8
so
of them
well.
at work every day.
We literally could play it at work 8 times.
Yeah.
By the way, Ashley Johnson of Last of Us fame.
Yeah,
She is a voice in Tales of the Borderlands.
I've heard that.
It's very good. Good times.
Blood Knights on PS3. Port Royale, which is the game we kept seeing that looked really goofy.
Port Royale, yeah.
And then Laser Disco Defenders, which sounds
That
super
sounds
fun.
amazing.
It sounds like that's going to be a
Laser
winner.
Disco
And it's Vita
Defenders.
PS4 cross-buy, which means it's got both on
Sweet.
Vita game.
For me?
Typewriter on Vita. I actually don't know much about this one.
It's probably like Typing of the Dead. Did you guys ever play that?
No.
It's like a zombie game that teaches you how to type. It's a lot of fun.
Mario teaches typing. I played that. Mario teaches typing. Very similar to that. Chris, what are you playing on your Vita lately?
Lots of Super Meat Boy. Actually, that's what I
Still
was playing.
meat- The
Super
boy.
Meat Boy is the best.
It's just the thing is, I've been trying to play like the Golden Golden Abyss.
Oh.
Uncharted. Thank you.
I've been trying to play a lot of other stuff where it's like a game. It's not. If I can't really get into it, it's for some reason I'm hitting a wall. So
Okay.
I'm finding that the Super Meat Boys of the world, which can be kind of little bite-sized experiences,
Maybe like
are better.
little meat nuggets.
Yeah, I sent Edmund McMillan an email. He never replied.
Wow. So we're anti
He's
him
racist.
Yeah.
because he didn't respond to the
He didn't
spine.
respond to me.
Responding.
Or I'll send you another email. It's fine. I have a couple
Email.
right now. So
Pray good to me.
I sent him an email probably when I was a junior, I think. I just played the Binding of Isaac.
At a
and I was
junior?
like,
And
this
it
is
changed
great.
your life. Yep.
Oh, it didn't change my life. I can't ever play
Why
another
not?
video game and say this changed my life.
Well, that's fun.
Except Battlefront.
So we finally watched the Star Wars trailer. Not that it's directly related to
Yeah.
Battlefront, but Johnny had waited, and you still haven't seen
Rogue One, that
correct?
was the one that we were going to watch when
Right.
you came,
Right,
and
right.
we didn't have time because you didn't come.
I did not come.
He can't come.
Hashtag marriage.
I got it on fucking Blu-ray and DVD. What do you want? Which copy? Bring it.
Oh, please watch it on DVD for me.
Okay.
Watch it on a DVD for me.
God
Bring
damn.
bring it, and I have a Blu-ray player on my computer, actually.
Or your PS4.
It's not plugged up.
Oh, great.
I don't believe it's plugged up. He says it's plugged up. I just don't believe it.
It runs from the back.
That's what she said.
She did say
I mean, I could play it on my PS4, but
You could.
why when I could just rip it?
Rip.
You can't do that anymore. It's the 2000s.
It's one of the. It's the teens though.
That's why they don't make good movies anymore. Cocksuckers are ripping off movies. You heard me.
Wait, they don't make good movies anymore?
No. They only make them like the Star Wars. There's none of those B movies anymore. Everybody just rips off movies and they don't get paid and nobody makes them anymore. They're like, yeah, it's fucking
What was your
stupid."
favorite B movie?
The B movie.
Yeah, I was about to say that's too easy. Jerry Seinfeld was in it.
Jerry
What's the
Seinfeld.
He was banging that white lady.
I'm banging you.
Can we talk about how weird that was?
Oh, that was pretty hot.
Yeah.
I mean, he
got
does
stung by a bee.
pollinate that. What?
I got stung by a bee talking to my
Speaking
dad.
of bee cast,
B-cast.
let me see the sting, bro.
What's the buzz?
Oh, it's gone.
Show me your
Sting?
wad.
I mean, it's still a little tender, but it's fine.
That's what
You
said.
love bees. They
I-
just love you.
My ultimate fear is a bee, and it stung me, and I thought it would go away, but it didn't, and it also broke my phone.
What is penultimate?
Oh, it broke your phone. Are you sure that you
The
may want
bee-
to? Yeah.
Ripped it.
The bee
From the
stung.
internet.
Look, the bee stung me, hence making me a 22-year-old male throw it to the ground with as much
Correct.
force
Correct.
as humanly possible.
There we go.
But you know what? Whose fault is it really? Is it the gunman or the trigger? Because the trigger actually.
All
Hit
I'm
the
saying
hammer.
is that bee died to bring you pain. Obviously, you did something wrong.
Obliterated.
Yeah, that bee did get obliterated because I crushed it a little in my hand because I thought it was a bug.
Like, yeah.
And then it bit back, and I was like, "This is happening." And I threw it. And
Into my pants.
My dad's like, "Are you all right, son?" And I said, "A fucking bee stung me." And he's like, "Oh, aren't you afraid of those?" Yeah, Dad.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Papa.
And he goes
Thanks
like,
for the
"Anyway,
reminder."
it's hot here."
Oh
No
man.
joke. So now that we've seen Boots on the Ground, Call of Duty, what are our thoughts of Boots on the Ground, Call of Duty?
I'm ready.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm glad they're going back to the funniness of it.
Yeah, man. Hitler.
Funny. Dude,
I mean, he was pretty funny.
I love
They're
playing
all
as like
laughs.
the communists and just seeing the people like. That was like probably one of my favorites. World at War.
Oh, you mean the siege of Stalingrad?
Yeah,
see,
Stalingrad, and
like-
then whenever they push back into Germany,
Mhm.
I'm a huge World War II nerd.
Huge fan of the communists.
I want to see more North Africa stuff though. 'cause
Yeah.
Rommel was.
Every
My
every
favorite.
one of those World War II movies just seems to completely forget that there was a North Africa campaign, except for like the older.
You know
older
why though,
Cold
right?
movies.
Because America got in at the ass end of that.
Correct.
So
So
it wasn't interesting until then.
Never mind that freaking Rommel was out there going
Kicking
toe
ass.
toe to toe
The
with
Silver Fox.
Kojima?
No.
Silver Fox was in Kojima, right?
No,
No.
He was in Metal Gear?
no.
What
Silver
fox is in Metal Gear?
Ocelot.
Isn't there a fox in Metal Gear?
Yeah, that's the name of the company. The
And the engine, the graphical
No,
engine. is
no,
called
that's the name
Fox
of the it's like FBI, CIA. It's Fox. That's where
Okay.
Solid Snake is. Someone's gonna correct me and be like, "Actually, it's Liquid Snake." I don't really. Give
Which
a
one's
fuck.
solid?
One of the brothers.
one.
There's like 3 brothers.
right here.
This guy's hard.
It's hard as
Rock.
fuck.
You see, well, if you look in the camera, my crotch is actually somewhat out of frame, so I
Oh,
just rock
mine
it, rock
looks
hard.
like that's just my wiener.
Yep, you got a little dingus there.
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
Nah, I'm not going
No,
to.
I'm not gonna cut that.
Exactly. You said we're going to cut it out,
I'm-
but
I'm
really,
gonna-
at the end of the day,
I'm gonna blur it until this point.
That's actually
we
pretty
just
funny.
like-
leave it blurred just perpetually.
Yeah, like Borat.
Yeah, Brooks
whenever
was-
they
yeah.
they're wrestling over the fucking magazine and the like black sensor thing is like this big, just swaying around.
That's
Oh,
how
that
big
was
they
great.
are.
Good times.
Oh, that movie's gross though, man.
His balls were right in his face.
Dude, I was afraid Maddie was gonna come in and just be like, "What the fuck
Come
are you
in.
watching?" Especially when
She's
they're
gonna
like,
come in.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you
oh my
watching?"
god, old man balls, goo.
The best kind. There are no
That's
others. But
There's other types of balls.
I've reached out to a couple of the original Ubers to see what their thoughts are, and they're also excited because they were not as big a fan
Ubers?
of the,
Oh, his clan.
My squad.
Started back
Oh right. Oh.
the North Dakotans.
They're in North Dakota.
They're in North Dakota.
Really?
Grand Forks,
What
North
is there
Dakota.
to do there?
Call
Call of Duty apparently.
of Duty.
Let's
That's
go.
one of them. Cable's super popular there.
Cable.
They got great speeds for
That's
cheap.
weird.
So
In
I don't know why I had a strong-
North Dakota.
Huh.
They've got incredible cheap speeds, so
find
that's
that
popular
interesting.
with the
It's
squad.
because they run it parallel to
and
the
then there's a
pipeline.
base for
That
military.
would make sense, actually.
There's a military base.
Military.
Military.
And then there's an Amazon customer service hub in Grand Forks,
Cool.
North Dakota.
Oh, hi. Great. So
could-
thank you for
they
calling
picked the
Amazon.
perfect place.
Right? Oh, it's so
Attracts
funny.
all the Canadian
This
immigrants
thing
to come
this thing's-
steal our fucking jobs.
This
Thanks a
thing
lot.
fucking sucks. This Kindle sucks my balls. Well, sorry.
Dude, we get the opposite. People come in all the time and they're like, I've had my Kindle for 5 years and it's still good. It's just I lost the cable.
Yeah.
Well,
and it's always women.
Katie
Older
wasn't dead
women's.
set. Like when I got her the Paperwhite, she wasn't dead set on
Because it wasn't
switching out.
color and it wasn't
Well, no, she had a
the refresh
like the old school Kindle, like the first gen Kindle.
with the buttons
Mm-hmm.
and the keyboard.
Mm-hmm. And she was like, "I'm not. It still works." I'm like, the thing turns off only every 50 times you press the power button. It's like, turn off. So we got her the Paperwhite, and she loves the Paperwhite now.
All you have to do, Alexa, turn off, and then it turns off.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. That'd be ridiculous.
Thanks for making it easier to sync this up, though.
Hey,
Yeah,
Here
I'm
for
gonna
you.
have to fast forward.
Speaking of which, was something up with YouTube today? It kept. I must have re-uploaded the video. Every time I got to 10%, it would stop. It would do that thing. The time would increase to days of upload.
perfect.
Oh shit!
And then I would be like, okay, cancel. And then I would drag the video back and it would start from where it left off.
Which
Oh, yeah,
is
that
good,
does
right?
happen.
It
Yeah.
is good.
So
But-
if the connection drops, you just have to
Still.
reissue it. But yeah, still sucks
Yeah,
ass.
it kept timing out, which is crazy.
crazy.
So there was some Switch news.
Let me
First-
guess, was it good or bad?
It's mixed. It's kind of whatever you think it is. They said that the main thing that's being talked about is they paid to ship out more Switches by using planes to meet the demand. And that's a news story.
Okay.
Which, first of all, confuses me. It's like, you're not meeting demand. First of all, there's more demand than there is supply. That's very obvious. So you can't say that that's meeting demand. Second of all, it's like, what else would you do? Drive it? I don't know.
Seriously.
I don't know
I
what-
frequently draw things from Japan.
I don't know,
You
like,
know, on the
what
Rainbow
they're...
Bridge.
What are they talking about? I don't understand how this is a story. They said it was pricier and expensive because I guess they weren't using their regular planes or whatever, but...
well, rather than those
Boated
big,
over?
no, it's the big container ships. You know, like huge, the huge, super
The
huge
barges.
Yeah. Instead of those, they're flying them over, which I just think it's like, yeah, but how many can you really bring over in a plane?
Yeah, it's not
really.
efficient. And you
No,
can't
it
say,
ain't.
like,
And
oh,
that's what I was like, why
to
is
help
this
our
making...
customers.
Right, and it's
No,
like...
it's not.
I
It's
don't...
a big fucking.
I mean,
dick joke.
I don't know how big this plane is, but I'm assuming a few thousand units. But if it was on United, then they'd have to, get
Punch
off
one
one
up.
up.
Face,
Yeah,
make it
beat one
bleeding.
off.
Right.
Be one off. Nice. Triple
Nice.
entendre.
Because of the milk game.
Yep. That's it. You got it. Johnny got it.
Did you play the Switch yet?
Yeah.
I mean, did you take the picture?
No,
of the
I
Switch
can't.
yet?
He won't let me.
Ah, what a jerk.
He literally since,
How do you do an anti-shout
since
out?
that day, I
Anti-shout out
have
to
not
Leo?
been invited back.
He knows your plans.
He's gonna text me once he sees I invite you all the time, and I'm like, no, you
Well,
invite
you
me
could
out
just
to
do what
lunch.
he did and just
Show up. He watches these now, by the way.
Hey, what?
He watches these. He says
Oh,
they're funny.
cool. Welcome.
What's up, Leo?
And he,
Anti-shout out still.
last week he was like, there must not have been news because you guys just talked about Raf's Bank of America life. And I was like, yeah.
Oh, it's our
Mostly,
show. We can
yeah,
actually
we can
decide.
actually
Sometimes it's all
do
about
what we
haircuts.
want. Yeah, hopefully I will have a sexy new haircut because I've been wanting to do something new. I just don't have the balls to look in the like styling books because
I've never looked in a styling book. I told her I was nervous. I didn't want it too ridiculous. And she was like, we're going to do a
Oh,
0
dude,
on the side.
she
And I was like, chill out.
0 on this.
Yeah,
dude.
this is a 1 faded
I-
into like
I'm
a
going
2
to-
and then a 3.
I'm
and then
going
back
to
to
tell
a 2
her-
and then back to some...
I'm going to tell her, do not like kind of like what I told the doctor. Don't tell me what you're doing. Just let it happen, and then
I like it.
yeah.
But,
The doctor finishes on my back.
That sounds right.
because he's a lady. I'm assuming that's what ladies want it, is on their back, not on their face. I don't know. I'm a lady, just on the back, please.
It does does sound so elegant, I guess. More than like, oh, put it
Well-
on my face.
Well, out of sight, out of mind.
I guess. Yeah.
True that. Inside.
Did we talk about stealthing last episode?
No.
So I've been reading so much news articles that are like the new fucking sexual assault.
The new
is stealthing.
The new fucking is
And
stealthing.
apparently what it is, it's like the dude like slips off the condom halfway through sex. And it's like
Sneaky surprise!
the fact that there's news articles about this makes me wonder like
She should try it.
no, like what? Well, maybe,
Don't.
but
Don't.
also like
Don't.
Maddie's probably on edge because she's read so many. She's like, Johnny's gonna pull that shit, but joke's on her. We don't have
Ow.
sex, so like
Ow. Somehow
I don't know, man. So many people have been like, "Oh, watch out for stealthing." It's like, wait, it's just so stupid.
It is sad.
It's not.
Just
sad,
get
it's
your
just-
get your significant other on the IUD. It's the way to go.
IEDs?
IUD.
Nah, my dad said that those like that's how people lose arms and stuff.
Yeah.
What?
You can't just walk around.
IED.
Yeah.
He is going to Afghanistan after all.
Yeah. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
I don't. Do they have any? They probably censor this, if anything, because
No.
we've made way too many ISIS jokes.
They like ISIS there, though.
Some of them do.
I don't know. Well, ask ISIS, does a
Yeah.
lady want you to finish on her back or her face to hide her shame?
And when, and when is the appropriate time to slip off the condom?
What is your move? What's your go-to, guys?
Here's a question.
send-
In Mexico, do they think that ISIS is just people who are yelling at their sisters? Get it? ISIS.
All right.
That was bad.
So,
Moving on.
Guess what bad jokes? I'm doing
Another.
bad jokes.
Hey, I'm all about bad jokes.
Okay,
Don't
well,
even. That
you
was
glo-
perfectly
you
fine.
glossed
That
really
was
quickly
perfectly
over it.
fine.
Yeah, thank you.
I have a straw here.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for the update.
It's in the news.
No. Another thing that a lot of people, for Switch people, have been talking about is they've hit that point where they have they
Regret.
call it the Switch curse, where they feel like they love their Switch,
Love.
and they want to use their Switch,
Use.
but they want to play all the games that came out so far this year that are not on the Switch, and so they have that like give-take relationship with it, where
You
it's
mean
like,
take.
man, I could really just dig playing some Mass Effect on my Switch right now. I could really dig playing just like a sports game, because
Isn't
there's
that a
still yet
sign
to
that
be a
you
sports
bought
game
the
right
wrong
now.
console? Like immediately.
It's very but I understand their reasoning, because it's the same thing with the Vita. It's like, but I can do that with my Vita, luckily through remote play. But it's which I can't do it on my freaking phone anymore.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk.
Another anti-shout out to Sony. 4.55 removed the remote play app on Android devices, so I can't hook it up with the controller and the projector and play it like my original plan was.
You know what? Fucking sucks. Remember I told you I jailbroke my phone?
Yeah, you rooted that junk.
Yeah, and then I fucking
Shattered it into a
shattered
million
it into
pieces.
1,000 pieces.
Can you root the Alcatel?
Probably. Super easy.
Shout out to Easy.
Either way, but to get back to your point, maybe, just maybe, the console wasn't good to begin with if they don't have the support of these
Well,
games.
I mean, what's interesting is a couple articles have come out about the slim version. They've already mentioned, and it's like the PlayStation
Wait.
5 was being planned right after the PlayStation 4, so that's not a like dig on anyone. And it's been, as soon as like the iPhone comes out, people are talking about the iPhone
Slim.
S.
Next one, yeah.
The one that comes
Oh,
with
not Slim,
the
S.
things and comes with better size or whatever. Yeah.
Better size.
And it's like same with the Vita. It's like I think it would be kind of neat for Sony to recognize that people want something like this, and then they just somehow drop a giant load on E3 and be like, Vita 2, and then just kind of go Vita 2. And if they cheer, then they're like, yeah, we're gonna do it. If they don't, they'll be like, ah, got you nerds, bunch of losers. We don't do that.
Literally
Turn down,
just
turn down,
like-
turn down.
Immediately R&D like, cut it.
Literally, like, all right, like a call I got from Johnny the other day. We're not going to talk about the contents of that call, but literally a call I got from Johnny the other day was just like, they're going to be in the middle of the conference. It's like, all right, everybody, snap reaction. Don't think.
Right.
Vita, yes or no. And then just like, everybody's like,
yes, I want it. Oh,
or go. Just like,
but so I like that coming to my mind was like, what would you guys want if there were a Vita 2?
Battery life.
So what do you
That's
think?
part-
Maybe like 3 hours? Do you think that'd be good enough?
That's generous. 2.5.
Nice.
actually,
Tops.
that reminds me when I get home, I need to charge. my
720p maybe? How's that sound?
So,
Would you need more than that? Would you really?
no,
I mean, it's only
doesn't-
2017.
I'm still watching videos in 420, so what?
420, bruh.
It's true. Doesn't like the Vita already? No, it does standard def. So
It's weird. It's like it's a in between the standard def with the HD because it's a weird pixelation. And same thing with the Switch is when the games are made for that size
It's 620
screen.
or something.
It's
right?
something weird. It's in between. It's not
640,
definitely.
I
It's
think.
definitely not true HD, but it is a pretty. It's a sexy
Honestly,
screen.
HD.
it's pretty good.
HD.
I'd say.
I would like if you could put HD on a phone, why can't you do it on a device?
Oh, it'd be way too much.
You think?
Just ask people who works at Microsoft.
I want weird
Oh.
shit like how iPads
shit.
have
The
cell
pen?
phone connectivity. I would like for it to have like
You
network
want the you want the
connectivity.
3G to come back to the Vita, like
Yeah.
when it launched.
but
they
I
had that
want
3G model.
4G, and I want that
Well-
to be purposefully designed for remote play, so that way you don't
Well,
have to be on the same
5G is
Wi-Fi.
already being tested
Yeah,
on
that's-
both T-Mobile and on Verizon right now. That would be a big win.
But those are like I think that's 5G in name only though. Like it's a marketing ploy is what I was reading. But either way, like
speed-
Yeah,
are
like
going
the difference
to
between
this-
4G and 4G LTE.
well, the speeds
Exactly,
are going to
yeah.
be
And Lightning
higher
4G.
than the average income or the average
average income,
home.
yeah.
yeah, so
speed.
it's going to cost you more than the average home income.
Jeez, touche. I don't know about pricing, but
Oh, dude, it's gonna be.
I don't know. But I don't think it can be.
It's gonna start off just like fucking SD cards. They're gonna start off crazy expensive.
Right.
Now we give them away literally for $10.
That would be another thing that not the proprietary SD card or
that-
whatever memory
if-
card.
If they do that shit again,
Yeah. Because when
Oh,
we
I'm
heard
teasing it
the
up,
price
bro.
of the device, we were excited, and they were like, "We gotta buy the memory card separate, and the 32 gig card is $60." We were like, "60 what?" Oh no, I'm sorry, I meant it's $80. I misspoke. Wait, what? 32 gigs? That was a big deal. 64 was like, it didn't even come to the
They did-
U.S.
and they
It was
didn't
100
even-
plus.
Yeah.
Didn't even come to the
dollars.
US, yeah.
wait, 64?
64 did
64
not
gig.
technically come to the U.S.
But how did I get it then?
Well, it was probably shipped through a third party that it was more than likely, technically still new, but sold through a third
You
party.
probably bought it from the Taliban.
Sounds right.
Speaking of, ISIL is in Yemen in Prison Break.
Okay.
Oh, so Islamic State of
the
Israel
Islamic State
and the
of
Levant.
yeah, or is it Levant?
Levantate.
Whatever.
yeah.
The Levant.
But
Levante. My dad would appreciate that.
the Islamic State of Levante. Levante. Everybody, get up! We're
Get up
getting
and get-
active.
true, it's they're partnering with Michelle Obama, obviously. So battery life, obviously,
Yeah,
HD
decent.
screen would be nice.
Remote
would be
play
nice.
that you can do anywhere. You don't have to be on the same Wi-Fi network.
So how
Would be a
much
big
would you
deal.
pay a month to enable that feature?
Same thing as an iPad. So the 3G iPad or 4G iPad at this point, I think is like $500 for the smallest one.
A month?
$500.
I'm talking about
Oh,
the monthly
service.
payment
Monthly
of
payment
service.
Oh, for that.
The device, they can't charge.
You know what?
$500
You know
for
what
that
they should
device.
do? They should steal from Amazon. Make it 3G compatible again. Okay.
Pay
And-
like $100.
And have it be the kind of thing where you pay up front the screen.
Oh,
turned
you're
off.
talking about compared to the Paperwhite.
Yeah, have it where you pay up front with the purchase of the product, but you don't have to pay for like a monthly service kind of thing.
Well, the reason they can do that with Amazon is because the
Nice.
the most book space you're gonna download is
Kill.
4 megabytes.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like that's why they can afford it, because on the end game that means they think you're gonna be purchasing a ton of books.
Sure, okay.
So I don't know if that will be as effective when You know,
talking
watching an
about
HD
gigabytes,
video is a few gigs at this point. Playing an HD game,
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh,
I
it's
don't know.
fucking huge.
that in the bandwidth for
fucking
that
huge.
would be
I
Insane.
don't know.
in the brain.
But
Can we afford that song? Probably not.
No.
No.
But the good news is you didn't say the name of the song all the way correctly, so that means we're still in the clear.
Nice.
Insane in the membrane.
There it is.
Vanilla
Cypress
Ice.
Hill.
I don't know.
Baby.
Cypress Hill.
Vanilla Ice.
Cypress Hill.
Alexa, play Vanilla Cypress. What was the...
That sounds like some Kenny G bullshit.
Hey, I like
Vanilla,
Kenny G,
now
though.
Vanilla's
I don't know why people hated on him so hard.
Because it's a...
That's such a turn on it. Moistens my pants every time I hear it. Why would you not like
yourself?
it? No, just like the smog balls.
The smog
What,
balls?
what the fuck is a smog ball?
Yeah.
Damp.
Okay.
What's a smog?
I don't know what the fuck's happening at this point.
Oh, okay. So Vita, you think it would be doable to have that 4G
I would do.
LTE compatibility?
Well, that you'd have to pay monthly for sure.
Right.
But I'm saying if you go down to like a 3G, like a lower
But
connection
you,
port,
I don't
you
think it would
can't
be
connect to
possible,
your device with
is
a
what we're
lower
saying.
connection. It has to be a steady connection needs to be about 20 down and then about 18 to 20 up. Like they suggest having 30 and 30, but I've gotten away
30 for
with
30.
30 for 30 for 30.
You've gone away with 200 up.
Shout out
and-
with Teach Me Tech, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be the thing where you want that device out of the box to work perfectly every single time, no lag, no latency. You cannot go anything lower than 4G LTE because that's going to make
Okay.
your brand look worse.
On America's fastest 4G network.
They did partner with AT&T.
At. No, it's just
at
What does that stand for?
all-terrain assault transport.
All-terrain transport. That still works fine.
Yeah,
We'll let it
doesn't-
happen. So I would say,
It's not assaulting though, like stealthing.
I don't know, because yeah, you really dig your hair today. It's funny. There's a company that's coming
because it has
out.
gel in it.
There's a company that's coming out with a new product that they're going to put on multiple devices.
Tell me
One
about
of
this
them
product.
is going to be the Switch. It's called Rainway, and it is going to connect to your PC and allow you to stream. So
Oh.
people will be excited about that. I won't because I don't have any games on my PC, and I don't have a PC that
Minesweeper.
could do that.
Minesweeper.
I don't have that on my PC.
No.
I think Solitaire's are working.
That's not working.
I think Solitaire's. I honestly,
I wanted to set up because Maddie is like, that's a fingerprint scanner.
it doesn't work. I've tried
I
it.
know.
I'm so mad.
Me too.
Something with the drivers, it's not compatible.
No, they
with
probably
the,
don't because it's
with the
think
so.
they
login
just-
something.
Because
They
I
don't-
think my work laptop has it too. I think they disable it because they don't want. They don't. I feel like that's something that can
Mythbusters fold it with a piece of paper.
Nice.
Yeah. so
Wrecked.
yeah.
Why make it?
Huh?
Why make it if it's that easy?
They because nobody watches Mythbusters.
Oh, I miss them. Do you know that they had? Okay, this is my show, so shut up. They had a spin-off to that show
Yeah, with
Like
the
White
Bill
Rabbit
three-
Project.
The Bill team, yeah.
So that chick went from like thick to acceptable to
Pregnant.
what happened. I was really disappointed. She reminded me a little bit of Andrew Renee. Because she's thick.
No, she wasn't that thick.
Andrew Renee was pretty thick.
Well, I'm talking about the. What's her name? Don't tell me.
I don't know it. So I can't.
What was her name? Carrie. No,
Nope.
it's K something, right?
Carrie Fisher.
No, I think it's.
I think I was
Princess-
thinking of Carrie Fisher. I'm gonna be honest with you. I 100% think.
No, I think it's Carrie, and I think it's spelled Kari.
Kari.
Then you had Grant.
Job?
Then you had Grant Imahara. What the Imahara is Chinese or the Asian.
You can't say that.
You know, the Chinese or the Asian.
The
Right.
Chinaman.
The Chinese.
That's not it. That's just.
What's her name?
That's not it. That's not her.
Just look up Mythbusters lady. Everybody will know.
Right.
And it'll be that fucking picture of her like wearing the skin tone suit,
Of
taking
course.
a picture
Of course.
of her ass
Of
for like
course.
something they needed.
Science.
Yeah.
Only in my back, please. I have a shoot later. A shoot later. That one goes on the face.
Carrie Byron.
Carrie! I was
Told
right.
you it was Carrie. You're
Carrie
right.
Byron. Is that a recent picture of her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's
Fucking
pretty,
right
Brooks.
now.
I don't know.
I didn't say she wasn't pretty, but she did get
She had a fucking kid, bro.
hefty.
She was fucking. She had a child.
Oh, dude, that is not a flattering picture. Fuck me. Go up. Oh, fuck, dude. She looks like she belongs like as an extra on
Yeah, how
Trailer
dare
Park
she?
Boys.
Let me see it.
No, she has to be
Carrie
perfect all the
fucking
time.
Byron.
If Maddie can do it, why can't Carrie Byron do it? So
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we letting her slide?
we're not.
All right, good.
You hear that, bunch of jerks fan? Assault her Twitter. No, don't fucking do that.
Don't do that. She's precious.
No, yeah, I really
She
like
really
her.
is a sweetie, though. I like her.
All those guys are awesome. They're like science, and I'm like, oh yay, science.
Yeah, apparently, Adam and Jamie really did not get along in real life.
I don't believe that.
No, they.
I
Really
don't believe it.
No,
That's
why,
like you telling me that Ellen was a jerk. I will not believe that.
That's why they stopped the show.
I won't believe it. I can't believe that. I thought that was the Top Gear people.
No, that's why they canceled
Top Gear
Mythbusters.
people fucking love each other. No, I thought no. My understanding is that mustachioed man, what's his face?
Jamie.
Is that he didn't really enjoy the television show as much, but
He was a Con Moriarty.
yeah, he just kind of he liked doing the actual practical effects work of the shop. And what's his face? Number 2, the Ginge, the one who looks like me, except
Adam Snow.
Adam
Is that a real name? I mean, it's a real name, but
Adam West.
Savage.
Yeah.
Garden.
It's literally.
It is Savage, but Adam West.
I'm so mad that you're correct.
But he liked the idea of like, hey, let's just test out scientific theory and do it in a show. I think that's what it really was that the one guy wanted to go back to doing what they were doing in the first place, and he was enjoying the show too much, so it just kind of parted ways.
Well, he literally said in an interview we didn't get along very well.
No.
That they pushed each other to do their best, but they didn't get along.
Well, I mean, that wouldn't be the first time that a work relationship's better than like a buddy relationship for some people.
you should tell them to just quit.
Fuck.
So, what was this called? Rainway?
Yeah, what does it do?
Rainway.
Rainway.
An upcoming application. I was going to read it.
No, I'll read it. Don't worry.
All right. It's
Done.
not an article.
I read it to
Thank
myself,
you.
so.
An upcoming application for the
Nailed it,
Nintendo
Tommy.
eShop is being hailed as the game changer.
Oh hey,
How many times have you
As the
said that?
third application will supposedly grant Switch users the ability to stream PC games onto their Nintendo's portable
See, I would pay for
platform.
that. I would fucking pay for that.
It will use support DirectX 11, and then what's cool, it'll be on iOS, Android, Xbox One, and also the Switch. Ironically, missing there is the device that allows you to remote play.
Yeah.
Which is funny that it's not on there, which is weird. But I guess it's not that weird.
Yeah.
Because you can stream things, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird. But,
They need to flesh it out more.
I mean, I think it's awesome that somebody made it.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
very exciting. That'll make that
'Cause
argument that I was talking about earlier where people are like, I want to play all these things that are
There's
available.
that fucking service that they launched. It kind of flopped where literally you would stream a game off a server that your computer couldn't handle.
I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Frick.
but it had to do with like cloud computing.
Oh,
It's like,
it did.
You can
Correct.
offload onto the
And the thing about-
NVIDIA cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing about it was like that the delay in the inputs, they could not fix that.
Right.
And also, people just didn't use it, which is surprising to me because like the ability to play
man.
PC games and not have
Ben,
like, a
do
monster
research
like
and
me.
find out the answer to this because I can't remember. Or Raph. Make Raph actually listen to an episode.
God.
Ben, grow your hair out long and put gel in it and just do this. Just fucking.
And then make sure you finish on their back because they're ladies.
Or rip off the condom halfway.
He's not going to wear one.
Rip it off. Now it's getting slightly violent.
That's not violent. That's just more intimate.
This is just yeah. Like, whoa, I feel like that would.
Well, it wouldn't be steathing then. It'd be shouting.
You'd hear the other noise
It would
on
be
Metal Gear.
literally assault.
Did one of you have that on your phone? You had it on your phone, right? The Metal Gear I found you noise? Didn't you have it on? I thought one of you had that on you.
You remember I have a dumb phone, right?
Yeah, but I meant on your Bleep Blorb.
E-pod.
Yeah, the touch. I thought you had a soundboard and it had that noise.
Oh, maybe I did.
Not
back
gonna
in the
lie,
day, but I
could have been back when we were originally doing this.
That's correct. I
Wow.
remember it was too difficult to
Time
not
it?
have like a button available in experience.
I wasn't born yet when they
That's
first
true.
did this,
That's accurate.
Nice.
according to everyone.
Nice.
Very nice.
So
I would like the new whatever Vita 2 that we're fantasizing about to have that ability. Oh, hell yeah, man.
I just would like if you took a line and said, here's where the Vita was in terms of graphical power, and here's the amount of progress we made since the Vita was launched, and just followed
Right.
that, and then the only other thing is get rid of back touch and make it triggers,
dual trigs.
do the same thing that's on the current controller. If that's the only
Right.
thing that changed, and you just kind of got current with Wi-Fi, you got current with the new monitor, like a new panel in there.
Would you want the OLED again, or would you
Yeah.
be okay if they kept the price down for the LCD?
I probably would be fine if they I would make that trade off if they went dual triggers,
Mhm.
and then that's what I'm saying is literally if you kept everything else the same.
Screen size. I would be
What
very
size?
particular about that. Oof. Because it was always a little small for me.
Yeah.
4.5. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Or was it 5?
This is gonna sound very not portable, but I would just like a 6-inch. That's
I mean,
huge though.
don't we
all?
I mean, Isn't this technically a 6-inch screen?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, I would want it more. What is it? Fatter, wider.
Less widescreen? Longer?
Yeah, more.
More gooderer?
Yes, betters or.
So keep the same aspect ratio, but maybe make it larger.
So technically, the
Yeah.
Vita is about as big as an iPhone. That's interesting.
the screen
Plus,
is, yeah,
to be
the
specific.
Screen is not.
No, it's not. Screen is much smaller.
Screen is literally the whole size of the. I guess maybe add an inch, because this is bigger
That's
than I
what she said.
remember.
Couldn't do it. That's why she left.
It all depends on the resolution, though. The only reason
Yeah.
why I want the bigger screen is because, obviously, it's not
Like if you
HD.
if you brought this up to current standards of monitor size and
shape,
in
Weight,
resolution,
girth.
like it would be. I feel like this thing was actually, I honestly feel, was a little bit ahead of its time. It's got
Oh,
pretty
for sure.
good.
OLED back then?
Yeah,
Get the heck outta here.
Exactly, like in terms of the.
And then this up here, which was never
camera?
explained what it was. No. That expansion port that was never explained. That was originally going to be a form of a proprietary HDMI out. And that was what the remote play was going to be hardlined instead of. So it'd be
Through-
kind of like
Instead of Wi-Fi?
merging a Wii U with that. Giving you an output, but there's still a cord.
You know, I think the next.
But you have to be within the distance of your television.
The next mobile thing that I would like to see would not be any one company's proprietary device. I would like to see something that's kind of more encompassing.
Speaking of, what happened to the Nexus tablet?
I have no
Where is that?
fucking idea.
It is.
It is
Gone.
It has
I-
disappeared off the face of the fucking earth.
I remember it was such a big deal at GameStop. We were supposed to sell a certain
Just
amount.
swallow it, Brooks.
That's what she said. But then I had to put it on her back because she's a lady.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like.
Chris is now playing Rogue Legacy.
I'm just saying. I feel like the in terms of the resolution.
No, it's really good.
in the. I honestly
To
feel
be
like.
fair, though, just to be devil's advocate,
Sure,
you're
sure.
playing Rogue Legacy,
Okay.
a
Yeah.
pixel art game.
All right. Fair point. So we're gonna close out Rogue Legacy, and we're going to. They can't really hear you, but they can kind of hear you. But Golden Abyss is. I think that's still kind of the gold standard in terms of resolution on this game.
Killzone.
But I feel like,
Killzone.
honestly, like for me, I say give up on the idea that like little kids are going to play on this. Get the dual trigger set up so it's going to be a little bit thicker. I'm fine with that. I mean, for my hands, I think that this. I got the OLED version. And I think even for my hands, I feel like I'm still kind of pinching this. Just
Oh, yeah,
a
I
lot
feel
of it.
pinching because of the size of your hand.
Yeah, because
Yeah, they could have just ergonomic wise. They need
Right.
to come up with
But,
something.
but at the same time, though, the dual sticks, I like both of these. They're grippy.
They're not bad.
And
They're
then,
better than the Wii U nubbin.
I agree. Totally agree with that. Yeah, I don't
Although they're
know.
not
That
clickable.
Piece of shit. They're not clickable. I
They're
would like
not
to see
Not like the
clickable.
Switch.
And then the back touch was
The dumbest idea. that
I
they've
get
had.
it. It was cute. Oh, cute, fun, cute. But
It was like we're also kind of a DS. Meh.
yeah, I don't know.
back
I
touch.
like it.
It's just touch.
As in, you see these two rubber parts
Oh
here.
fuck yeah! No,
Anything
The rubber
that's in
screen.
between
I did not know.
is a touchpad.
Which, when you're
I did
doing
not
remote play,
know.
sometimes you have to use that.
Yeah, this is like your zoom for your gun.
I did
Or
not.
like sprint in a football game, which is impossible to play when you're trying to like slap the back.
I did not know that that's what it was called.
Oh, it's called back touch.
Yeah.
They didn't think of anything.
In all,
creative.
in all honesty, I mean, this is probably
Rear-facing
Uncharted is
trackpad?
probably the best use of back touch, but it still fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's gross.
But you know what I mean? Is it game changing graphics? Probably not.
Right.
But in terms of a handheld, yeah, it's pretty.
I mean, yeah, and the only other handheld that we have to compare it to is the fucking DS.
And speaking of, did you guys see the new 2DS XL?
Yes.
goddamn.
Chris, you see it?
Just fucking make a new handheld already and stop naming everything. Oh, it's a 5D4 H2X.
Did you see it?
Bullshit. Yes, I did, and I didn't like it.
I thought it looked attractive.
It looks
looks
good,
good.
but god damn it, just give up on this.
We're
naming
finally
convention.
approaching what I like is like everything's starting to look space age. Like
Mm.
you know what I mean?
I see what you're talking about.
Like back then,
Out
like
and
artists,
futuristic.
artists drew it and they're like,
Curves
this is
and
what we're
stuff.
gonna fucking
Right.
have instead of fucking bullshit console
I
that
do like
bends
that.
when you
2DS
put it
was
in
one of the
dock.
ugliest consoles that I've ever seen.
2DS was fucking
I think it was due to
disgusting.
I think the point of the 2DS made sense. Something flat where
Sure.
kids couldn't break it and
Which I
you
respected.
could hunk it on the wall and it's no big deal.
I totally
which-
respected the idea.
This new one does not do. It has a screen and it looks like that screen is way more breakable than the other ones. This one
It
is
looks fragile.
crazy
as fuck.
thin. I like the outside how it kind of looks like where it's still somewhat you could drop it if it's the clamshell is closed.
Yeah, but it's still like I would
And then
not
it has
wanna
the
drop
built-in
it.
Amiibo support, which I still don't know if Amiibo is actually doing well as a usable item or if it's still just a collector's thing. I stopped collecting. I haven't collected an Amiibo since I left GameStop.
Yeah. See, the thing is though, for games that you really like, I think people are more willing to invest in that. Like,
And apparently in Zelda, it was the most usable where you unlocked chests and gear and stuff like that. So it was
yeah. But like, I know when Maddie is playing Animal Crossing, she's like, "Man, I wish I had that amiibo," and I'm like, "I can't take that hint because it's too obvious."
right.
You know.
You should say, "Oh, you should go to the store and buy it."
Yeah.
You dumb.
No, or like I'll bring her the amiibo, but little does she know she doesn't have that fucking NFC reader.
Nice.
Oh, she doesn't on that one.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That one definitely doesn't.
Boom. You got had.
No, we talked about it because I was like, "Do you really want to fucking Tim fuck my Nook
Mm.
fucking amiibo?" And
Chip
she's
and
like,
Nook are pretty cute.
she's
'Cause
like,
they're like combined together.
"That's gross." And she's like, "No, not really, because I don't have the reader." And I was like, "Well, there goes your fucking anniversary present."
You get none
What
now.
is that, by the way?
Oh fuck! Why did you put me on the spot, dude?
It's alright,
October.
you're just on camera.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh fuck!
Chris will go next.
18th.
Alright, so
18th. October
Nice.
18th.
nice.
10,
October-
18, bro.
October 5th is her birthday.
See, here's a cool thing.
Yeah!
Here's a cool thing
Fuck
about
if
how
I'm wrong, bro.
you're fucking dead.
It's
Here's,
like,
here's a good thing about how Katie said
Sorry.
no, it's
Alexa,
okay.
when is my birthday?
Here's a good thing about how Katie and I set this up. Neither of us really agreed to one anniversary date. I'll be honest. Maybe I'll put a little counter information out there. There may have
There's a
been
hard
a
date.
slight smear campaign on the hard date.
A single text message that
Because
was like, "We're
I
dating."
contend, like, for example, I contend that a meeting for coffee does not count as a first date. Meeting for coffee is, are you a psychopath? No? Okay, then let's go
Now
on
let me
a,
see your back.
let's go on a real date. See the back.
Can I come on your back, please?
My
she's
back.
like-
That's
she's
how
like-
she responds. You're like, oh, we're getting married.
My back. Yeah.
But she considers that as our first date. So like, the best part is we're just considering December 1st through 7th, like that first week, as our like
Anniversary
something
week.
in there is our anniversary somewhere.
Okay.
And it's
I
perfect.
think it's the 16th.
Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck, dude.
Well, it seems like you're fucked on this one.
The thing is, here's why. It's not entirely my fault. Maddie has this thing about dates where she's like, you know, it's funny, Johnny. You were born on February 23rd, and when my grandma was 23 in 1995, she gave birth to somebody else. My
grandma was 23 in 1995.
Yeah, no, and then she's like,
Sure.
she gave birth to someone else who was also named Johnny, who was born in March, which is my sister's birthday, and like I have
it
to.
all correlates.
It all correlates.
So you see the like all the little pin pads
you know
with the
that
yarn around
meme
it
of the chick with like the equation.
Triangles? Yes.
She's like that, and I'm just like, yeah. But now I have to remember that, like, my dad and I think Maddie's brother have the same birth date.
Oh shit.
Or some shit.
That's pretty impossible.
Dude, it's...
Her brother and her dad both were conceived at the same time.
The thing is...
Interesting. Good work.
The fucking thing is, though,
so,
like...
Neither your dad's dad, or her dad's dad, or the dad put it on her back.
Probably. And the thing is, though, like, it doesn't matter if it correlates, because she will make it correlate, period.
Okay.
So now you know what I have to do is...
So maybe the 18 actually correlates to the 16.
Yeah, something.
Which is related to Chris's 1 through 7.
Maybe like...
1 minus 7, 6. Negative 6 is in relate... Yeah. So
maybe like on the 16th I asked her out, and on the 18th she's like, are we dating? And I was like, well, no shit.
I asked you out. I did what you wanted. That's how we tag you. Wow.
Now what I have to do to make up for this is we have to get married this year so that I could erase the other date in the what is it, the focals of history?
It's the fuckholes of history?
Fecals.
The fecal matter of history?
Fecal matter of history.
I don't know what you're
Alexa, what is a fecal matter?
Define adult.
Yeah, nice. Good bull.
Yeah. Damn it.
I can't.
I know it's October, so I'm just going to treat it like a queen all of October.
All I know is that fucking the actual act of marriage sucks. Like the act of getting married. I'm all about the reception. So my whole thing and what I'd suggest to you is just figure out what we're going to do is just go out to North Georgia Mountains, go have somebody marry us.
Oh, no, it's not going to be
that way we're just
like
show up. And just one day we're just gonna be like, oh yeah, by the way, we got married.
I'm gonna
weekend. Fuck
make
all
Brooks take the fucking test, and we're gonna get married here right before a show.
Oh, how good would that be?
That would be fucking
live
good.
stream it. Oh my god.
Oh, that would be cute.
Perfect.
I could get ordained. I look like a guy who'd be ordained.
Oh, I got ordained in Texas.
I'm surprised that you're not already
Yeah,
ordained.
exactly.
In all
I got
honesty.
ordained in Texas. It cost me like $20. It was
Sounds
great.
right.
Yeah, you can afford that now.
Yeah, man.
Nice. So 2DS looks ridiculous, but looks
Space
great.
age,
but
though.
Looks, weird to me that it shows to me personally that somehow they don't think that the Switch is going to work. I don't know why they would release this console. It makes sense, yes, to release a console that would be ready for Christmas and to have a game paired with it. It launches on June 28th or July 28th.
Yeah, why wouldn't you back your...
And it's like, you just launched your main thing in March. How did you forget that just happened? And why don't you have more things invested into this?
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think things just work different in Japan. I'm being, like, totally unfunny and saying that because it just seems like
what else is new?
Fucking nice.
Sorry.
Just let it hang there. No, because, like, I know in Japan, like, they fucking... They just... Something new comes out, everybody drops the old thing and fucking goes, like, it doesn't fucking matter what it is.
Yeah, it's stuff like the fact that there are no used houses and there hardly are any used cars in Japan because they... Even if you buy a house, you typically tear down that house and build a new one.
Yeah, you buy it for the fucking land.
For the land only. Yeah, so there's certain...
Interesting.
Yeah, that's for real.
There's not a lot of land there. I guess that kind of makes sense.
But the idea that there's no idea of used housing. Like, even if you buy an apartment, you gut that apartment and then refurbish it completely every time
because you don't want anyone's goo
on your back.
Some people, some people translate to in World War II. So much had to be rebuilt that the idea of new was always better. New was always better.
So we were actually helping them out.
I mean, if you want to call killing a bunch of people,
nothing strips paint like thermonuclear fucking hell.
You know,
I
they-
was listening to a new book. It's called What If, and
I got that
it's,
one.
It's really pretty good.
let me guess, you got it because Will Wheaton narrates it.
Yeah, literally, that's
Yeah,
the reason.
exactly. That told me.
One of them was, could you collect all of the elements on the table in one area? And they said, like, you could get most
Are we
of
saying,
the first
like,
row.
Yeah, exactly. Are
The
we
second
talking
row,
about?
you're getting a little, I think they said toxic. The third
Yeah,
row
Mercury.
is getting fiery. And then they said, like, you can't really get past that because after you get to the fourth, fifth, and you'll never touch the seventh row because everything will explode and then it'll consistently explode.
Yeah.
But they were talking about fluorine is super weird. Like it attracts other stuff and then just like it makes them worse. And then you can't get arsenic. No, you can't get. It's a
Brooks explains chemistry.
I don't know.
Fluorine.
Fluorine like amplifies other stuff.
Yeah, it's a. I think not a like it's kind of an electron vampire. I think that's what they call it.
I'm not sure.
It's-
It does.
It
weird
takes
things
it takes
though.
electrons and makes other elements less stable, which
Yes.
is crazy. Yeah.
Yes.
It accelerates decay.
Yeah.
That's what it does.
But it was very interesting because that's kind of I think that's what we were trying to do
Florida.
in Japan. We were trying to like put all of the elements there,
Yeah.
and then when we let it go, it didn't make it.
Sure.
So-
Um,
well, this
Shout
is
out
Circle
to
Jerk,
Nagasaki.
episode 19. I'm Brooks.
I'm
this
Johnny.
was the El Presidente of the PC Master Race.
I'm Johnny.
I'm
Uh,
Chris, and remember, take some potassium. No, magnesium. Is that what when you put it in water, it catches on fire? Pretty sure it's magnesium.
I think it's magnesium.
So do that. Take magnesium.
We need
put it
Canadian
in
calcium,
water,
Mr. Chris.
and it'll explode. And that's not dangerous at all. Just do it.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Ming,
Bye.
ming, ming.
All right.
Oh yeah, I bought life insurance. Hey, isn't that something? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
He just transferred all his other life insurance that he got from Haagen-Dazs.
Yeah, you know my
Doc and
401k.